Hello, and welcome to the first episode of You Don't Have to Be Rich to Sparkle. Today I brought to you a winged glitter eye with false lashes, of course, because what else would you do? With a hot pink lip, full face. If y'all want to see how I got this using full-on drugstore affordable makeup, you just keep watching. Okay guys, we're going to get started with some NYX Honey Do Me Up. And I'm just going to take the paddle and just dabble it around a little bit, and then use my hands to spread it around. So now I'm going to use the Beauty Treats Concealer Palette. I'm going to take the darkest shade first, just on a round top eye brush, and just contour a little bit with that on my cheekbones and a little bit down my nose. So I'm just going to take it and dab it on, and I'm going to make a sharp contour with that same brush, just like that. And then I'm going to take it down my nose, tiniest bit down my nose, because we don't want to look crazy. So I'm just going to take that under my jaw, under my chin just a little bit, and then around my forehead, just to give some definition around my face as well. Now I'm going to take my beauty blender and blend those out just a smidget. So now I'm going to take the same contour palette, I'm going to use that color on the top, and I'm just going to put that on the tip of my nose, on the bridge, in the middle of my forehead, and under my eyes for some highlighting. Alright, so now I'm just going to blend that out with my beauty blender, and when I get to my nose, I'm going to squish it between my fingers to make it smaller, to go right down the bridge of the nose and not mess up the contour. Okay, so now I'm going to be using the Loreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. I'm only using a smidget because I don't need much. I already have all that contour and highlight on. I'm just going to cover up some redness that I have. And then once again using my beauty blender to buff that out, or bounce that out. So now I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Megaglo Multi-Stick in the color Carnational Anthem. So now I'm going to be using the Airspun Loose Face Powder, and I have the color Honey Beige. Okay, and with that I'm going to be using the Morphe E1 brush. Alright, so now I'm going to be using the NYX Contour and Highlight Palette, and I'm going to be using the Morphe E4 brush to contour, and I'm going to use the shade Sculpt. Now I'm going to switch brushes to the Morphe M334 to contour my nose. So now to highlight, I'm going to be using Ice Queen and Nectar together. With that, I'm going to be using the Morphe M510 brush. Now I'm going to be using the Sonia Kashuk blush brush and the color Pink Passion from e.l.f. Okay, so now I'm going to be using the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in 07. Moving back to the highlight contour palette, I'm going to be using Soft Light just under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, and a little bit on my forehead with the Morphe M438 brush. So now with this Peak Beauty Natural Stain Brow Powder in Expresso and the Morphe M165 brush, I'm going to be doing my brows. Now taking the Elizabeth Mott Queen of the Fill Tinted Brow Gel in light medium just to run over my brows to make sure they stay in place all day. Now using the Hard Candy palette in Birthday Suit, I'm going to take the light shade on a Morphe M441 brush and just take that all over the lid. Now taking the lightest shade of the palette in the Morphe M333 just to do a brow bone highlight. And then I'm going to take this orangey shade on a Morphe M330 and just put that right into the crease. Now taking the darkest brown of the palette and I'm going to put that right in the crease with the Morphe M139 brush, which is just a smaller tapered brush. So now taking the NYX Glitter Glue and a flat shader brush, I'm just going to pat that onto the lid. And then I'm going to take the NYX Glitter Brights in shade 06 and pat that onto the lid. So now I'm going to be using the E36 brush from Morphe and the darkest shade in the Birthday Suit palette from Hard Candy and just running that on my lower lash line. And then I'm going to be taking that orange color again on the Morphe M136 brush and just running that over to blend it out just a little bit. So now I'm going to be using the NYX Gel Liner in the color Deep Purple. And with that I'm going to be using the Morphe M160 and 1/8 brush just to make my wing and then fill it in with that same brush. And now taking the LA Colors purple and putting that right over the wing just to set the liner and to make it more vibrant. So now taking Ice Queen again on a Morphe M169 brush and just doing an inner corner highlight, which is perfect for that because it's so bright. So now I'm going to be taking the Lash ink from Hard Candy in the 4-Day Lash Stain Mascara and just cutting my lashes before I put my falsies on. So now I'm going to do my lashes off camera, but I'm using the Wet n Wild Fluttery lashes. Hey guys, so that was the tutorial. I hope you loved it. I hope you love this mic, because I do. It matches my glitter right now. All about that. Make sure you subscribe, give it a thumbs up, share with all your friends, because they need to know about the drugstore world. Because everybody needs to know about the affordable side of makeup. And don't forget to subscribe.